This is Matthew Cratter over at Bitcoin University, and today I wanted to talk about how I am actually not Matthew Cratter, and this is not Bitcoin University. This is Satoshi Guapamoto of Gen Z BTC, and this is Bitcoin Community College. I'm doing a spinoff of Toxic Bitcoin Saturdays, which were popularized by Matthew Crowder over at Bitcoin University. This is Toxic Bitcoin Sunday, and every Sunday I will do a little parody video, very similar to the type of thing you would see on Bitcoin University. So if you enjoy this content, if you're a Bitcoin OG, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also share the video with anyone who you think will gain value or at least get a chuckle out of it. And today I want to talk about why BTC, Bitcoin 2009, is the real Bitcoin. There are many fake Bitcoins out there. There's BCH, which is Bitcoin Cash, which was released in August of 2017. There's Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, which was released in November of 2018. Bitcoin Gold, BGTB, and BCD, which is Bitcoin Diamond, etc., etc. I'm not even going to touch on these because they're so dead. It would not even make sense to go over them. But Bitcoin is the OG. BTC is the original Bitcoin protocol. And today I will focus on Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision because they are the most annoying and they will be the next ones to fall off. Okay, no one talks about GTB, no one talks about BCD, and very, very soon, no one will be talking about BSV, not even to make fun of them. Once again, Bitcoin Cash was created in August of 2017, followed by Bitcoin Gold, and then followed even after that by Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. We even have an updated note about how in March of 2024, Craig Wright, the inventor, the figurehead of Satoshi's Vision, who claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, was debunked by the London High Court judge, who, in his closing argument, stated that the evidence against Wright was overwhelming. But regardless of whether or not Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto, which he is literally not, uh, Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision is a failed fork of Bitcoin. Here in this chart, we see the hash rate, the historical hash rate for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. To explain this chart very easily, this blue line up top is Bitcoin's hash rate. We're going to go over what hash rate is in just a minute. In the middle, we have uh, uh, Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision's hash rate, and then at the bottom we have the original Ethereum network hash rate. Ethereum is no longer a proof of work coin, so we see their hash rate drop to 0. This is a logarithmic chart. I'm going to switch it to the linear chart now, just so you can see how big of a difference. You're probably thinking, where did the lines go? Well, they're at the bottom. This flat line is Satoshi's Vision's hash rate. It is literally 0 compared to Bitcoin. You cannot even see the lines on the chart. Up here in this corner right here, you can see the numbers, but there is nothing to see on the chart. That's how small the hash rate of Satoshi's Vision is. Now, what is hash rate? The definition of hash rate, the amount of processing and computing power being given to the network through mining, is referred to as Bitcoin's hash rate, a fixed length alphanumeric code representing any length of words, messages, or data is called a hash. The layman's definition is guessing numbers and letters at a fast rate. That's really all you need to know for now. The higher the hash rate, the more secure the network. For an example, an exahash is if a network has 1 exahash, that means that is the equivalent of 1 quintillion hashes of per second, exahashes per second. That's 1 quintillion guesses per second, not quadrillion, not trillion. That's 1 quintillion guesses per second. Here on blockchain.com, you can look at Bitcoin's price, transactions, and its hash. Right here, we see Bitcoin has 727 exahashes. That is the network's computing power, essentially. And it's quite big, clearly. They're doing about 742,000 transactions for the day. That's about 8.6 transactions per second. and there's been over $8 billion sent in the last 24 hours. And amazingly, the blockchain is only 609 gigabytes. We're going to get back to that in a moment. Here we have Bitcoin Cash's hash rate. It is 2.48 exahashes, right? 2.48. Unfortunately, that's a lot lower than 727 exahash, meaning that the network is nowhere near as secure. It's not even 1/100th as secure and powerful as the Bitcoin network. We can see Dogecoin. Dogecoin is a meme coin with a doggy on the front. Dogecoin's hash rate is 1.78 petahashes. They would need 1,000 more. They would have to be 1,000x more powerful just to get to 1 exahash. This is just a joke coin, but I wanted to show you this to demonstrate just how crazy of a difference there is between a meme coin and something as powerful as the Bitcoin blockchain. Uh, this is essentially what we call a body bag, right? Bitcoin has put Bitcoin Cash and Dogecoin and Bitcoin Satoshi's vision, as we saw from this chart over here, Bitcoin Satoshi's vision, it has put all of these in a proverbial body bag. Now, what is a body bag? This is the best definition I could find: to kill or to secure a win. Used in the sentence, I just body bag this nigga, or I'm a body bag this nigga. This was uploaded by Polo Cholo in March of 2019. So thank you to Polo Cholo for that definition. BSV 51% attack. A 51% attack is when one miner on the network is able to basically own more than 51% of the hash rate, which means that you can essentially do a denial of service attack and essentially slow down or stop the network altogether. Seeing how big of a difference Bitcoin has in its hash rate, only less than 1% of the miners would need to attack Bitcoin Satoshi's vision in order to do a 51% attack. That's how big and powerful the Bitcoin network is compared to the BSV network. The same can be said about Bitcoin Cash, and the same can be said about Dogecoin. Literally, less than 1% of all miners would have to attack the network to basically completely stop them from operating. And that's not good. You don't want your money in something that can get body bagged. 51% attacked. And this is Craig Wright, the guy who claims to be the inventor and the mastermind behind Bitcoin. But unfortunately for him, he is not. In fact, he's just some random middle-aged white guy who got body bagged really badly by Satoshi Nakamoto because he did not invent Bitcoin. He's just the figurehead of BSV, which, as we just went over, is a bunch of little niggas getting brutally body bagged. One of these little niggas is Bitcoin Maxi, BSV Maxi to be more specific. This guy has to be a troll. I don't know if he's being serious, but he comments under a lot of my videos and he tries to expose me because I guess Bitcoin Satoshi's vision is the real Bitcoin in his eyes, and he's garnered quite a following, 29,000 subscribers. Strangely enough, it seems that none of his videos actually get views. 76 views, 108, 208 views, 252 views, 243, 155, even though he has 30,000, which leads me to believe that this guy might be botting his channel. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm correct. Either way, it's very sad, and it seems like the market has determined that no one wants to watch his videos. Here, really quick, I just wanted to play a quick excerpt from one of his videos where he actually mentions me, and I wanted to just play this for you guys.
Absolutely criminal. They know that BSV is the genuine Bitcoin. They know that BSV is Bitcoin, and BTC is just a 2017 airdrop. Rajat Sony knows. Gen Z BTC knows.
Gen Z BTC knows. That is so good. I literally, when I watched this video in real time, I popped off. I was like, no way. I just got mentioned by a guy with 29,000 subs. But unfortunately, I can't even eat off of his name. I can't even use his name to get big, considering that he gets no views on his channel, which is very sad and unfortunate. But again, I mean, just look at this guy. Is he trolling? I don't know. I want to assume that he's trolling, but maybe he's serious considering that he makes videos like this every single day. So I don't know. Is Bitcoin Satoshi's vision still on Coinbase? Could you even buy this coin? on the largest exchange in the world for crypto. No, Bitcoin Satoshi's vision is no longer supported by Coinbase. Users were advised to withdraw their BSV holdings by January 9th of 2024, or their assets would be liquidated and converted into other cryptocurrency, which is really sad. So once again, the market has proven and it has chosen that Bitcoin Satoshi's vision is not good money. It is not a good store of value. It is not a cash network. It is not even a good enough crypto scam coin for Coinbase, the casino of all crypto scam coins, to list it on their exchange. It's just a joke. Here we have the, I don't know what that was. Here we have the Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision Blockchain Explorer, where we can look at the transactions on the network. And as we can see here, for whatever reason, the network is completely dead. Completely dead. As of yesterday, 39, not even close, 39,000 transactions were counted on the network. And I wonder if they show the volume of money. They do not. But the price of Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, a single one is $46, which is really sad considering that Bitcoins are trading upward of $69,000 right now. But let's go back to the transactions. So again, we're looking at about 39,000 transactions from yesterday. If we go back to this chart over here, this is not the chart. This is the one. Bitcoin's doing 742,000 transactions within a 24-hour period. So unfortunately, BSV is not only being used, it's not being used by anyone, and the price is reflective of that. And the transactions per day are also reflective of that, which is really sad. Once again, this is another chart showing the BSV price and the amount of transactions. We can see that it has not really been great. It's mostly been moving down and to the right. We can see that it has 607 petahashes, so they're not even at a single exahash, which Bitcoin has over 700 of. So this network is extremely, extremely small and fragile, which is why it gets 51% attacked. Also, another thing to mention here, the blockchain for BSV is 10 million gigabytes. Uh, that is uh, that is insane. And no one can download this. No one can run this. No nodes are able to control the network in a decentralized fashion because only mega corporations and cloud computing companies would have this much storage available for this blockchain. Whereas when we go on the Bitcoin network, not only are we at 696 exahashes, we are also only, once again, only at 491 gigabytes on the network. So people like me, people like you, really anyone with a decently sized hard drive, which is, a terabyte cost you maybe about $40 these days, anyone can run a Bitcoin node, which means that the network is truly decentralized. Bitcoin Satoshi's vision is decentralized in name only. Now, let's really quickly go over exactly the difference between the hash rate between Satoshi's vision and Bitcoin. Here we have a hash power calculator, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the amount of hash rate. So we have 607 over here for Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. I'm going to insert that into the calculator, and we have exahashes over here. That's only 0.6 exahash, which means that they are literally over 1,000 times smaller than Bitcoin, right? And now I'm going to plug in the numbers for BTC. Again, we're looking at 696 exahashes. Okay, so I'm going to type that here, 696 exahashes. So they're gonna need a lot more petahashes, right? As we can see, this is literally nothing compared to the Bitcoin network, and you do not want that. Bitcoin Satoshi's vision has a low hash rate, it has a low market cap, it is very low in decentralization, and the users and believers of it still have a low IQ, unfortunately. Bitcoin Satoshi's vision represents a phenomenon that I'm calling Underdog Syndrome. There might be a better word for it. Here, I misspelled that. Let me fix that. Underdog Syndrome. Underdog syndrome leads people to support things like GME, which is GameStop, AMC, the movie theater, and Bitcoin Satoshi's vision, even after they have completely failed and been explained away. Really quickly, this is a chart of GameStop's price. We were once at about $325. It is now crashed all the way down to $20 because the company is dead, and there was a lot of hopium and copium that made people believe it was going to go to millions of dollars, but unfortunately the game is rigged and it is now over. Here is a chart of AMC. It was at one point, oh my God, $300 per share, $321, and it is now $4.32. It's down 95%, and people are still buying it, hoping that it'll go back to this price, which is absolutely brutal and sad. And this is a mixture of copium and ego. No one likes being wrong, but money is a winner take all game. If you are wrong, you will lose all of your purchasing power, which we've seen with people who hold Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. Finally, I wanted to go to mempool.space. This is a place where you can look at all of the Bitcoin blocks throughout history and find all of your transactions because Bitcoin is a transparent network. And here we are at block number 0, the original Genesis block, and this was mined by Satoshi all the way back in January 3rd of 2009. And this is also where he famously put the New York Times article, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout for banks. And I bring this up because some Bitcoin Satoshi's vision people will say that Bitcoin is not the original blockchain. BTC is not the original because it doesn't have a Genesis block. It does have a Genesis block. In fact, this is the only Genesis block in existence. Everything else is just a fraud and a scam. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with someone who you think might enjoy this, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.